Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Mother Nature has decided to show up here, and rain is sure to have an impact on this game. Ball security will come into play, as both teams will have to deal with some very slippery conditions. It's the Bills going up against the Jaguars.
Larry, the fans in teal and black are ready to lock down the bank as you get a look inside Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. First carry now. This is Johnson. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Rivers now on second down. And caught left side, Olsen. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return is Peterson. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. Again, it's Miller. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. From the gun, it's Kessler. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll run it again with Miller. And some space here. Shedding through the defense. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down. That's his longest run of the 1st quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
This is Miller. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. No one had more rushing touchdowns than the Bills last year, 29. Let's see what they do on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. give Miller another crack. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. Following the fumble recovery, it's Kessler. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Michael Brockers in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Myers able to knock it through, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So they get the 3 points. They're on the board, but it took them 3 trips to the red zone just to get 1 field goal.
So on the defensive side of the ball, you feel great about yourselves. Guess what? 3 times, and you only came out with 3 points. But on the offensive side, you have to finally feel a little bit of relief that you got some points on the board.
And now out come the Jags. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd down, Ivory. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. The play clock's running down. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. To throw is Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether there's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Kessler off play action. They'll roll him out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Kessler. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And he's brought down. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Miller. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run with Miller. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now it's Miller. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And now they'll throw it with Kessler. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They start on the ground with Ivory. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They stay on the ground. Ivory again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Rivers now to throw on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. To throw again. Rivers. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On first down, this is Ivory. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Only the Rams made fewer trips to the red zone than the Jags last year, but here they are in the red zone, 1st and 10. Again they run, again it's Ivory. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Rivers. That's complete right around the 8. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Derek Coleman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set.
Lamar Miller. And he's got room. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff to Miller. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Here we go now. 56. Blue, landed. Detroit.
Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
They're trying to show you they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And an alley to run. Lamar Miller, the 30, 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go.
Now Kessler. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They'll try to get the running game going here with Ivory. And an alley to run. Chris Ivory off to the races. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Ivory, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Back out of that belly. Here we go. Now let's go. Leopard.
Here's a give to Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Kessler. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The drive begins with a run by Ivory. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Carry number 10 now for Ivory. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Hurry up!
Ivory. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Time running out here on the play clock. To throw, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Back now in Jacksonville. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. They'll try the right side here with Miller. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Give it here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And a give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd down following the run. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
handoff. Running left is Miller. Gets through, and now an opening. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
All right, here we go. Green.
Now it's Miller running right, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And now it's Kessler setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Myers able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel, and I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try and burn some clock now with Ivory. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. 2nd down, Rivers. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Here's Ivory. And some room to work. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to the ground on first down. Again, Ivory fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They run with Ivory. He's been busy tonight. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. This is Ivory. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On second down, Ivory. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Jacksonville, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.